Hey Alpha Strikers, welcome back to the Harley Quinn and the Gotham Girls Super Rare and Chase review. I have once again...
I'm Colin.
And over here is...
George.
His name is Irks.
I am Irks. Thank you, Colin, for reminding everyone that I am Irks. The face of the Alpha Strike.
Hey.
The Professor.
I'm the attractive face of the Alpha Strike.
You're a solid B.
Kids.
Better than the C- that you are.
Oh, no, I'm an A+, all day, every day. So, this is going to be a long video, guys. These are the super rare chases. This is the most text you'll see on a card. We're going to try and go through them as fast as we can. A little bit of commentary here, then help you guys build on these figures as well, and get better with the set as you guys play. We'll let you guys know we are filming this on the day of Star Trek releasing, so hooray, Star Trek!
Not entirely true. Star Trek released Wednesday.
Go Star Wars.
Well, we're a day late or so.
We're two
days late. Our store got them late. And
you got one brick. So you will not be getting a Star Trek unboxing from us.
No, we will not be doing a Star Trek unboxing, just so you guys know up front. If you guys want us to do some kind of review impartial to Star Trek, let us know in the comments below and we'll see what we can do.
I also recommended, instead of doing a full everything review like we did with this set and Thor and everything, we could just do a what we think might be good in the meta scene, our like favorite pieces overall, what pieces we're excited to play,
or just
like Pebbles or whatever it is, Pebble, the little 5-point thing.
Oh, Tribbles. Yeah,
because that looks interesting.
Everyone's all about them Tribbles. So just let us know in the comments, guys. We're sorry. Content has been just smashed together with all the releases and everything, and product releasing. So we'll get what we can. You guys will have Harley boxes. Probably by, January.
Early January.
Yeah, it's next year. Just, we gotta film them still and edit them. So
gotta film them, and then we have to account for all the holiday stuff that we've got coming up. So
yeah, so
we'll get them out as soon as we can, but
so
no promises.
We finished off with mid-editor from me, so Colin's gonna take us off on the title Harley Quinn.
Number 49, as Eric has pointed out, it is the title Harley Quinn. So all of the words. She has the Arkham Asylum, the Gotham City Sirens, Gotham City Underworld, and Suicide Squad keywords. She has pretty standard abilities, obviously, because title characters never get special abilities other than the titles. And she's 60 points and has the Batman enemy team ability. Words. Alright, title characters start the game with and can accumulate points or tokens called plot points on their card. They have special plot abilities activated by free actions that can either add plot points with the black book or with the white book, remove plot points, or use up plot points, as this says. You can only activate one plot ability a turn. When you activate a plot ability, give the title character that many plot points. When you activate a white book plot ability, unless you are able to remove that many plot points, or you can't activate that ability. Title characters also have continuity, I know how to speak, trait abilities, which is a closed black book. Continuity abilities have protected pulse wave. You may only have one title character on your starting force, and title characters can't replace or be replaced by other characters. Then it has the +X, -X plot point book. Her title character is, nope, that's just the general thing still, the continuity one. At the end of your turn, if the title character activated a plot ability but didn't make an attack, deal it 1 unavoidable damage. Standard. Her other continuity is called No More Pumpkin Pie. When Harley Quinn is KO'd for the rest of the game, all opposing characters have power heal 2 clicks. Ick. She has a +1 black book called Maid of Mischief. It's free, perplex until your next turn. When Harley Quinn uses it, she may instead modify a combat value other than damage by +2 or -2. She has a white book, -2. It's called Candygram. ? Free energy explosion this turn. When Harley Quinn uses it, modify attack +3, and after resolutions, give each hit character an action token. And then her big boy power is a -6, and it's Get 'em Gang of Harleys. Free, roll a d6, generate a number of Harley bystander tokens equal to the result, minimum of 2, into squares within 3 squares. And she starts with 3 plot points. All the words. And we're not done yet because the Harley Quinn gang, they have a trait. They're just called Harley for some reason, but their actions don't count against your action total, and they have flurry and combat reflexes. Lots to cover. So she got a lot of hate when she was first announced because of the when she dies, all opposing characters get power heal 2 clicks. But at least it's power heal 2 clicks, so they have to waste their turn to heal. And unless they already took out all of your big hitters, that 2 damage isn't going to mean much. Unless they heal back to like an invincible or something that's going to hurt you in the end.
Right.
But overall, I feel like it's not too bad to give to a character. Because if they choose to use their turn healing 2 clicks, you just get to punch them down again. Unless you're playing against a character that has a constant stop click, where they just go, power action, heal 2 clicks. Oh, you hit me back to my stop click. Power action, heal 2 clicks. Then it would get kind of annoying. Her -2, the energy explosion. We misread this when it first came out. It's not free energy explosion. It's free. She can use energy explosion. So it's still the power action to use the energy explosion. But for a modified +3 attack and give everybody an action token that she hits, I feel like it's a little worth it. Like, to not be able to use that for free. Plus that obviously it counts for your attack. And then the -6 is just dumb. Mike Nito's gone off the rails with the -6, just
he
completely out of control. He's been doing everything he can to get someone within power up there so that when she spits those out, you're getting at least 4 attacks with 3 damage because of the flurries. And since they don't count against your action total, go to town. You roll a 6, you're dropping 6 bystanders. Something's gonna die.
Or be severely wounded.
If it doesn't die.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. Or you're just going to miss every attack. But they've got a 10 printed, so unless you're dealing with high 19, 20s, you've got a decent chance. She's got 10 attack on most of her clicks. She goes to 11 for 1. Standard Harley Quinn, I guess, if you can call Harley Quinn standard in any way. She's got running shot, ESD, super senses at later dial, stealth at the end, exploit, shape change, enhancement. She's only 60 points, so...
For that many clicks on those
powers. A lot of people will argue that she's not worth the points. I think she's totally worth it because she's mobile. She has the running shot, so she can go up to attack. And because of her +1, she can perplex up her attack 2, so she's rocking a 12 on her top click instead of a 10. And she's got 3 printed her entire dial except for her last 2 clicks where she drops to a 2. But if you get her to that point of her dial, either she got hit really hard or you should be getting that -6 off. Any more to input?
Well, at their Thanksgiving one we did last month, where we built a team and handed off to her opponent, Mike Nito made a team with her on there with Big Barda that has the Empower.
And didn't he roll a 6?
I rolled a 6.
Oh, right. He gave it to you.
He gave it to me. I wound her up twice. The first one I rolled like a 2. Or like a 1, so I got to pop out 2 of them. They weren't bad. They did what they needed to do. They did some damage. But then I eventually pushed them and they died.
There's no reason not to push them at that.
And then I wound her up again and hit a 6. And I don't remember what I gave him to play against me, but I had 6 of them basically circling one of the characters. I had 12 rolls. And I needed like a crit hit.
In one turn for free.
Yeah, I needed like a crit hit to do some damage to it. That's the only way I was going to do something. Because I think he killed Barda by that time. But just... Oh, miss. Every one I missed. I'm like, ah.
Still.
But it was still fun.
All I could say about Harley is if you play her with the 80-point common Joker and share that 11 attack for the energy explosion, she gets to be a 14 attack with that 4 range. I don't think she's going to miss.
Give everything an action token.
Right. I think she's very balanced. I was a little displeased that neither of these title characters have any kind of regen or healing, but that's not typically Joker's and Harley's abilities. But
none of the title characters have had healing.
No, they have. Deadpool did.
Yeah, but that's Deadpool. Of course he's going to have healing.
And then Loki has it too.
Yeah, but that Loki's garbage.
Have you played him? You don't know.
I've played against it. It's not great. It's very slow. But
her keywords are great, guys. If you want to build her on any of your like Gotham, Arkham, Suicide Squad teams, that's a 60 points well spent.
And the sculpt is fantastic.
Yep. George?
Moving on.
All right. Number 50, the Joker. I get to talk about a title character. So mine won't be as long since we covered most of the stuff in there. But Joker's got Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Underworld, real name unknown because, you know, it's the Joker. 75 points, Batman enemy ability. So let's get into the card itself.
Batman Enema.
No more pudding. When the Joker is KO'd for the rest of the game, all friendly characters have, at the beginning of your turn, deal 1 penetrating damage to each adjacent friendly character.
This right here ruined me one of my games because you can't avoid it. If you're set up where your teammates are by each other and they kill your Joker, they're going to deal you that damage. It's really lame.
I'm the one that did that to him.
Because I passed him the team with the Joker on it.
Yeah.
No,
No,
you
I
me
gave you the Joker, and then I blew it up.
Yeah.
That's all.
Go on, George.
His Black Book +1, Acid Flower, free. Deal 1 damage to each adjacent opposing character. It doesn't say penetrating, it just says 1 damage. So if you got Invincible, something that could reduce it, it's not going to do anything. His -1 White Book, pick a card, free. Roll a d6. 1 or 2, move all adjacent opposing characters up 2 squares and they break away automatically. 3 or 4, give all adjacent opposing characters an action token. 5 and 6, deal each adjacent opposing character penetrating damage equal to the number of action tokens on them. Ooh.
Yeah.
That one's a lot nicer.
And then his
Depending
minus,
when you
and then
get
his -6 White Book. Get 'em, Nameless Thugs. Free. Roll a d6. Generate a number of the Joker Thug Bystander tokens equal to the result. Mem 2 into squares within 3 squares. So let's go look at the Joker Thugs. Alright, 0 range, 1 lightning bolt. They've got plasticity and toughness. But their trait, the Joker Thug's actions don't count against your action total. So then he's got movements from goes to 8, goes down to 6, 11s, 10s, 9s for attack, no special attack abilities. Then defense kind of bounces between 18s to 16s with combat reflexes and mastermind. And then damage ability, he gets outwit, prob, and empower, and it goes from 3s down to 2. 75 points, could be fun. Put him and Title Harley on the same team.
Can't.
Can?
Only have one title character.
one title per character, or first.
But if we were picking between the two, I'd play the Harley. His title abilities are decent, but they're very situational. His +1's only going to do good against characters without reducers. He does have outwit top dial, so he could outwit then +1. But his -1 is, it's purely a dice game. You're either moving them away from him, you're
Tokens.
giving them a token, or you're dealing them penetrating damage based on their
Tokens
tokens.
they have.
And if you roll that 5 or 6 on that one, and
they
you're
have no
against,
tokens.
if you're based up to a character with no tokens, you just wasted your title ability. Or if you're based up against a character that has 2 action tokens, boom, take that 2 penetrating. But
Yeah.
it's a gamble, because you could roll the one that you don't need when, yeah, you could roll one that you don't need instead of the one that you need.
I kind of wish that would have been actually pick an effect
Yeah, that would have been way better.
than just a random draw. But I do feel like this is homage to Joker's Wild. This would have been the Joker we would have got out of that set had they done title characters then.
Yeah.
So it's fine. I do wish that both the Harley gang tokens and the Joker Thug had the Batman enemy team ability, so they could share the attacks off of their people.
The Batman enemy, or not the Batman, because the Joker Thugs are rocking that big 9 attack.
And look all
Being sarcastic.
and all the 11s that Joker has, like there and there in the middle of his dial.
Yeah,
as
he
well.
loses it for 1 click and gets it back for 2 more, so.
It'd be a good spot for him to do it. Plus the mastermind that late in the game too, we could pawn it off to them who have toughness, so they're good mastermind fodder too.
Eric's whole thing is throw any of the Jokers in the set, throw a Joker Thug next to him, because even if they take out your mastermind, the Joker Thug's still taking the damage.
Which I thought was interesting with these two characters. Like all of the title characters have had their name and then substantious name with it, like Deadpool, Merc with the Mouth, Guardian of the Earth, Doctor Strange. Right.
Thor was just Thor.
Thor Odin's son, though.
Yeah, but
So,
it was still just
It was
Thor.
more of a name, but these guys just got Harley
then
Quinn and the Joker, which means those Joker thugs still work with this one, which is stupid. Keeps him alive a lot longer.
And Loki was Loki, Agent of Asgard. So
Agent
you decided
of
to leave that
Asgard.
one out.
And this title Joker starts off with 3 plot points.
Oh yes, we can't forget that.
Yeah. Same as Harley.
Both are quite evenly balanced. They're not overpowered by any stretch, but they are just fun to play. Alright, moving on. Sorry guys, it's taking forever already. We're excited, can't you tell?
It's going to get a lot faster, though, now that the title characters are out of the way. A lot less abilities
all those,
to talk
yeah.
about.
Alright. Next up, number 51, Supergirl, Bombshells, Kryptonian Soldier.
I've pulled 3 of her.
Look at you. Real name, Kara Zor-El. This is an ID card call-in, guys. This is an option. 160, 130 points. Superman ally. Really deep battle. 7 range. Indom. Flight. This is just a Supergirl. She has 2 traits. First one is Bombshell. When Supergirl makes an attack targeting an opposing character, give her a Bombshell token. If she has 2 action tokens, remove 2 Bombshell tokens, then make a close attack. Same shared trait for all the Bombshells. Can be effective, especially with her having the attack value she has and super strength. Her other trait's called Protect My Sister. Adjacent from the character is named Stargirl, or with the Bombshell's keyword, can use super senses. We all made the joke that a lot of them already have starting super senses, so it seemed kind of irrelevant, but...
But that stacks with the Stargirl.
Right.
Because the Stargirl gives ESD.
Right.
So you're potentially handing out 20 defenses,
20 defenses at range
with super
senses.
senses.
Which, this one, if she has ESD on, it's 20D at range, but she's going to try and get in there. But she does have 7 range, so she can shoot.
And she's got hypersonic top dial, so
True,
she's
so
going to
4.
run in and get out.
Yeah. So looking at her dial, it's pretty vanilla besides those traits. Hypersonic the first 3, down to charge, running shot, and then more charge than nothing. Has super strength almost the whole dial, 2 things of Pensai, with only 2 damage, but it's guaranteed
When
damage.
she uses
mostly.
that laser vision.
Yeah, gotta have that laser vision to protect the ones I love.
It's not even, doesn't even, yeah.
She has 9 attack with 3 damage. She only has a 2 on the Pensai clicks, but the rest are all 3s and 4s. Has Invincible, impervious for 1 single click, invul, and then toughness with 18s. So defense gets up at that point. And then just 2 topics of leadership. I was kind of bummed she only had leadership on her 160.
You'd think they would have given it to her on at least that first.
The
click
first on 130. Yeah, but, you know, honestly, if you're going to play a Bombshell team, even her at the 130, 12-4 is no joke as a puncher. Just go whoop, bam, with the Hypersonic 11.
I'm going to say she does still have the hypersonic on that lower click.
With a 17 Invincible, which if you can end her up next to Stargirl, it's
She doesn't even have, does she still have to be adjacent?
I think the Stargirl it has to be, or yeah.
Adjacent friendly characters. Okay, so yeah, it does have to be adjacent regardless.
So she can go in and out.
Yeah.
You can probably make it happen, but all around pretty solid. You guys have anything you want to say about her?
It's pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward. All right.
She's simple. It's
We'll
the
move
next
on.
one that's complicated.
Yeah, with the team ability, she can see through stealth, so bye-bye, Batman.
Yeah, she's one of the only other stealth busters in the set, really.
Real quick, one of the only other things that she has going for her when you play her at 130 instead of 160 is she starts with a 12 instead of an 11.
Yep.
But then she drops to a 10 real quick.
Real quick.
So, all right, now we got Wonder Woman, number 52. Amazons, Bombshells, Soldier, and Warrior.
And she's got a lot going for her, huh,
Real
Colin?
name is Diana Prince. Yeah, she's got a lot. So again, ID card Colin, only 120.
It's not bad.
Play those 125-point figures. Call her in.
That 10's kind of disappointing, though.
Yeah, the 10's a letdown, but it's okay. She's got the Bombshell trait, obviously, because she's Bombshell. Her second trait is Fight in Close Quarters. She's got combat reflexes, and when Wonder Woman is hit by a range attack, you may remove a number of Bombshell tokens up to the damage dealt by the attack. After resolutions, each adjacent opposing character is dealt X damage, where X is the number of Bombshell tokens you removed. So if she's in the fight getting the Bombshell tokens, and they're like, I'm going to shoot you, even though I have you based by 3 people, and they shoot you for 5 because she's got Invincible, you just go, remove 3 Bombshell tokens because you only dealt 3 damage, and I'm going to deal 3 damage to everyone adjacent to me.
She's deflecting those shots back out.
It's the magical bracers.
That's pretty freaking cool.
And then she's got a damage ability, It's leadership. When Wonder Woman uses it, after resolutions, you may roll a d6 for other friendly characters with the Bombshells or Soldier keyword within 4 squares in line of fire. If Wonder Woman has 2 action tokens, you may also roll for her. On a result of a 6, remove all action tokens from that character and it modifies its attack by +1 until your next turn. I made the comment to Eric that that trait, because it says Soldier, works really well with the Chase Sam Captain America.
Yeah.
Because this Wonder Woman only has 8 charge, but she does have flight. So she can carry to get that +3.
Oh. Yep.
So you're still only looking at a 6 on your charge, but a 6 is better than a 4. And you're looking at a 10 for movement.
Too.
Yeah, and then you've got the Sam Cap to perplex up her movement or her attack to an 11. So when you charge in, plus that leadership is going to be beautiful because you've got Sam Cap's got Indom, Wonder Woman has Indom. You roll the leadership, great. You succeed the leadership, you fail the leadership, it doesn't matter. When she uses it after resolutions, you can roll a d6 for friendly characters with Bombshell or Soldier. Guess what? That Captain America has Soldier. So that's you push that Captain America. She's got 2 action tokens. You roll that d6. If you hit that 6, you're removing the tokens and you're giving her a +1 to her attack. So you're giving
keep on going.
Yeah, you're giving her that 12 instead of an 11. Plus, if she's already got an action token from doing whatever and you need to move again, you roll the leadership first. Let's say you fail the leadership. It's like, dang, you roll the die for that special. You hit that 6, token comes off. You move Wonder Woman and Captain America gets to go again because she's clear again.
Yeah.
I think it's stupid.
Wow.
So, like we said, the Wonder Woman's only got 10 attack. She's only got 11 on 1 click, and it's her 3rd click, so she has to take a very specific amount of damage. And then she drops back to a 10, then 9s, then 10 on her last click.
But that's CCE to compensate.
This is the only character we've seen that has CCE on her last click with 1 printed damage. Everyone else we've seen with Close Combat Expert has a 2 or a 3. It's kind of mind blowing, but she does have that special leadership for 3 clicks. She's got 4 damage followed by 3. She's got 18 invincible for 2 clicks, 17 for another click, 17 for another with invuln, 16 is the rest of the dial dropping to toughness. So pretty simple, like losing her ability as she gets more damage. But for 120 points, I say she's a fantastic character if you have the ability to get her into the fight. And the ability to mitigate the fact that she only has a 10 attack.
Right. I think if you're going to play Supergirl at 130, this is fine as well at 120 to get that leadership that Supergirl loses and give her super senses.
Yeah. But that's 250 of your force, depending on what format you're in. That's essentially your whole team.
I wouldn't do a 300-point team with that many Bombshells. I would go for like a 400-point fun or 500-point fun with Bombshells and then play those to those point values. That'd be fine.
Moving on.
All right, number 53, Bombshell Zatanna. Bombshell's keyword, mystical, real name, Zatanna Zatara. We already went through the Bombshell trait twice now. Well, once, but...
Twice.
Her second trait, Mystic Channeling, free. Remove any number of tokens named Bombshell from among friendly characters and give them to a single friendly character with the Bombshell's keyword. Third trait, not my familiar, my friend. Zatanna begins the game with the John Constantine bystander attached. While he is attached, modify attack +2. Power. Detach the John Constantine bystander and place him adjacent. Free. If the John Constantine bystander is adjacent, reattach him. Okay.
That's a bouncing bunny.
Yep. She's 50.
I thought he was a squirrel.
No, he's a bunny. Constantine bunny.
She's a magician.
I thought he was
Rabbit in a hat.
I thought he was a squirrel.
And she's 50 points. She's got 6 speed, 9 attack, 17s with 118 defense with super senses on click 3. And then her damage is 2 with shape change and prob. On clicks 1 and 2, she gets penetrating psychic blast, then mastermind and super senses. She gets phasing as well as mind control. So
starts with mastermind
interesting
and prob.
Yeah.
And John Constantine has prob on his little monkey dial,
as well as leap
bunny
climb
dial
as well.
Yep, he's got a 4 movement with leap climb, 18 super senses, and 0 damage with prob.
And 0 attack.
The fact that he's tiny has super...
The thing is if you're not going to attack with Zatanna, you power action her to drop him to get you a second prob, and then right before you end your turn, you free action to reattach him. Which, essentially, it's just, you get 2 probs for quote-unquote free. You have to use one of your power actions to do it, but, I mean, double prob, if you're worried about that attack roll, it gives you the perfect opportunity.
Which is why, you know, Wonder Woman with that 10 attack, having 2 probs would not be a bad shake for a turn.
Well, another fun thing with Zatanna, her second one, she, as for free, can remove any number of tokens named Bombshell from among friendly characters and give them to a single friendly character with the Bombshell keyword.
The comment I was always making is you play this Zatanna, the uncommon Poison Ivy Bombshell, and any of the beaters from this set, and then you just keep throwing the Bombshell tokens at Poison Ivy. She's going to keep the opposing team locked down consistently because she's always going to have 2+ Bombshell tokens on her.
Especially if you can have like Wonder Woman or Supergirl leadership her every turn to 2. If you have that kind of range about it.
But speaking of which, yeah, she's got 6 range, 1 target, but you know, she looks like she's a fun one.
And if you need to swing with her, she does have that 2 printed damage, and she gets the +2 to her attack as long as John Constantine's attached.
So
she's got an 11-2 instead of a 9-2.
But that covers Zatanna and Bombshell, guys. ID card option right here. We haven't had Zatanna for a long time. And as a 50-point piece to call in, this is spectacular for at least a prob. And if you feel you can take up to 2 actions on your
call her
force,
in and power action to drop yourself a prob for the rest of the game.
Which is something you probably do early on too. If you guys think you're gonna do a little bunny prob, just first turn. If you don't care about 5 points, just get it on. All right, moving on. We have number 54, King Shark, Secret 6, Suicide Squad, and Animal. Real name, Nanue?
Nano?
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 Oh, I should probably know this. I love King Shark.
Nano.
I've never actually looked at his real name until now.
Nano.
It's okay, Colin. Don't hurt yourself. Not Nunu.
No, that's a character from League of Legends.
Anyways, he has 2 traits. First one is only 6 of us. We haven't covered it for this video, so we'll go ahead and do it now. Stealth, but only if your force has 3 or more characters. Improved movement hindering, but only if your force has 5 or more characters. And then modify all combat values by +1, but only if your force has exactly 6 characters. On this shark, that is ridiculous. We'll get to that into a second as to why. His other trait, which is even more ridiculous, which makes him a suicide bomber, which is appropriate for Suicide Squad. Me and my chum. Sidestep. Free. If King Shark occupies water terrain, move him up to his speed value, which is 9 on top dial and 8 on his lower points, which is 10 +1s and 9 +1s. Then he has a damage power on those first 2 clicks at the 90-point level, called Giant Hungry Shark, which he is. Exploit weakness, shape change, and I love that he has shape change as a defensive countermeasure.
If you play him at 90 points.
Yes. He does have the fish symbol, so he gets that +1 to defense in water as well. So, quick note, guys, with the me and my chum trait, he does not have to be in water the entire movement. 1 square of water is all you need to truck this thing 9 to 10 squares.
Bizarro Aquaman for 40 points.
We saw it happen one week.
King Aquaman for 25 points.
Hydro Man for 60 to 100 points, depending on how to play it. You know, there are very few maps that have printed water in the modern age, but there are some in rock format I've seen as well. So there's options, guys. But let's go over that real fast. First click, he has Flurry with the exploit weakness, so you can kind of choose to either just do 4 straight through, or 5 if you secret 6'd out, or Flurry 5 with 12 attack.
12-5.
He's an 18, yep, if we're secret 6'd out, which is insane. Now, bank on him dying. The cool thing about him, though, is he takes a hit, he lands on Steel Energy and Invuln, so he can take a beating pretty well even later on and then come back. With Flurry, with Battle Fury, so no shape change either. I love this King Shark. Has Exploit or Battle Fury the whole dial. Good reducers, good decent attack values. The plasticity is kind of weird, but I get it. You're not going anywhere. You guys have any stories about King Shark?
Just what I've heard. I heard that there was a single square of water train on the ground, and he was in it, and he moved 10 squares and hit 2 figures for 5 damage back to back.
And then can sidestep?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
12 squares.
So why not?
12 squares.
Oh, meanwhile, I'm sitting and hindering. Good luck trying to, or stealth. Good luck trying to shoot me.
Yeah. That's King Shark, guys.
Plop down a smoke cloud for him to prevent him from getting outwitted.
Get one. Get a shark. Oh, yeah. Seriously. Stealth. Good stuff.
Alright, next up we got 55, Giganta. Legion of Doom, Secret Six, and Scientist. Her real name is Doris Zool. She has the Only Six of Us trait as well. Not surprisingly, considering Secret Six keyword. Her other trait is you're only going to make her angry. Free. If Giganta has 2 action tokens, Colossal Stamina until your next turn, or Colossal Size. So she gets Colossal Stamina because of the Colossal Size and Giant Reach 3. Until your next turn, she may make a... Or she has... Holy crap, I'm struggling. I'm sorry. If Giganta has 2 action tokens, she has Colossal Size until your next turn, and she may make a close attack. After resolutions, deal her 1 unavoidable damage. So it's essentially Colossal Stamina, but you're not moving her at all. She's staying where she's at, but she's got the Giant Reach 3 because of Colossal. And because it's a free action to give her that, you don't have to take the Colossal Stamina push and the 1 unavoidable. It's only the 1 unavoidable because it's a free attack.
Yep.
Downside, she's got a 10 attack. She's got 18 invuln if you play her at 9. She's 90 and 50 points. She's got charge 10, 18, 4 on her top click with giant size. So essentially, she goes from giant size to colossal, back to giant. So she's got naked defense. She is looking at an 11-5 if she's got the Secret 6 active. But still, that's only a 10 to an 11, and that's if you have the characters for it. She goes charge, flurry, plasticity, invuln, toughness, and then nothing top dial, and then exploit weakness and close combat expert. She does have a 4 damage on her last click with 9 attack and combat reflexes. Combat expert. So you make her an 11-4 on her last click. Or if you're dealing with someone that's only got a 10, 17, 16 defense, and you trust your dice, make it a 10-5. Because why not?
And yeah, she has Secret 6, so she will have a 10-5 on the last click as well. And there is a Harley Quinn in the Secret 6 slot in the rare slot who has Perplex. So, help her a little bit. Plus, she is a single base giant, which means Jeanette can actually TK her around.
Yep.
Alright, number 56, Lashina. Apocalypse, Female Furies, Suicide Squad, and Soldier. She's got 5 range, 2 bolts, Superman enemy ability, 75 points. Real name, unknown. Since we haven't covered this trait yet for this video, Will of Apocalypse. When Lanisha hits, until your next turn she has Protected, Outwit, Opposing Perplex, Exploit Weakness, and Penetrating Psychic Blast. Ooh. Second trait, Where Do You Think You're Going? Plasticity, Giant Reach 3. Opposing characters within 3 squares in line of fire treat Lashina as adjacent when moving. Oh.
Yeah.
It's essentially Groot Thor.
But much cheaper, 100 points off.
Yeah.
So mean. And she's got a special attack ability and special damage. The special attack, Kiss of the Lash. Precision Strike. When Lashina hits with a close attack after resolutions, give the target an action token. Wow, Precision Strike with an end cap. Giggity.
Yeah.
Special damage. We are the Wrath of Darkseid. Given form. Leadership. When Lashina uses it and succeeds, adjacent friendly characters with the Female Furies keyword can use Colossal Stamina this turn. Wow.
Because reasons.
Well,
Give that to Granny Goodness. Give it to Big Barda.
Ugh. Yeah. Oh, even the little one, the one with the uncommons, the furry one. What's her name?
The furry one?
Yeah, we made fun of her because she was furry. The lead climb one with the crazy blades. Roll blades and something happens. What's her name?
Can't think of it off the top of my head.
Tigra.
No, it's not Tigra.
Tigra.
No.
It's absolutely not Tigra, but when you say flurry, or a furry woman with blaze claws, I think Tigra.
Well, obviously.
So.
Dang it. Oh, Mad Harriet.
There we go.
Mad Harriet
She's
plus
not
stamina.
furry. She just has.
She has all the
big
quills
hair.
all over her.
She's not furry though. Quills don't make equal.
You said-
Anyway,
you said
anyway.
furry.
First
You
week
said
clicks.
furry first.
Shh.
Anyway, first week clicks, she gets sidestep with 10 movement, drops down to 9, then finishes off the dial for movement with flurry. Then she gets her special attack ability, first 3 clicks, and then last 3 drops to blades with 10s and 9s. First 2 clicks, she gets her special leadership or her special ability with super senses, 18 and 17, and then drops down to combat reflexes, 17s to 16s, with 2 to 3 damages.
Naked.
Naked. So I pulled her a couple days ago, so I can't wait to try and play her, and I got a Granny Goodness.
Oh,
So
there you go.
could be fun playing both.
So you want to hear of a gross combo I keep seeing around with limited builds with her? She's 75 points. Guess she's 125 points and can't be shot within 4 squares.
Better.
So you put her with him, you now have 200 points of you can't shoot within 4 and you can't stop within 3 because you might have plasticity from her.
You can't shoot unless you began within 4.
Right. So you have the ID card Colin, the Colin stuck in that 3 square plasticity.
Can't close combat. They could, if they manage to ID Colin within 4, then you're still gonna get hit by it. But very situational.
It depends because the one within 3 though, it's locked in place. It's considered adjacent, so it can't shoot from there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But they could drop you in the 4th square and be okay, unless you're putting Beta Ray 1 behind Lashina.
Right, that's what you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I think it's funny that her name. It says that her real name is unknown, even though we have that uncommon that turns into her, Duchess, and Duchess has a real name,
Which is Lashina.
so
It's like I
her
think
real
she
name's
forgets
not
her
her
own
real
name.
name's not unknown. Her real name's just Lashina.
Lashina. It seems odd they did that for sure.
Yeah, she should be good. This one's fun.
This one's nuts. Alright, so this is number 57, Nightshade. Shadow Pact. Ooh, Etrigan has a play friend. Suicide Squad.
Yay, Etrigan's not modern anymore.
There is one of the world's finest.
No one cares about that one. Though. That one's bad.
I like that one. Suicide Squad and mystical keywords. Real name, Eve Eden. That's interesting.
Shadows of Eden, or not Shadows of Eden. What's that? Ashes of Eden. That's what
Ashes
it is.
of Eden.
Breaking Benjamin song.
She
Hashtag
has,
plug.
She has improved movement, ignores hindering, and sees through hindering, stealth busting. Another one. I didn't
She's
know
like
about.
one of like 5 in the set.
5 range though, so that's not too bad. She has Suicide Squad team ability, Colin. Just so you know.
Yes, we're still on that. If you've been
Still-
watching the
still
videos,
on that, guys.
you'll know why.
And then she has a trait called what part
Fine,
of
fine. I'll amend my statement. Like half of the Suicide Squad in the set doesn't have the Suicide Squad team ability. It's done.
brownie points for those of you who go back through all the videos and count how many of the Suicide Squad keyword actually have the team ability.
I'll just quit. How about that?
What part of Suicide Squad didn't you understand?
The fact that they don't have the Suicide Squad team ability. She does.
When Nightshade is KO'd, reduce your action total by 1, minimum 1, until the end of your next turn. This is a downside. I don't feel it's a downside half the time. I have to see it be a downside. If 2 die, maybe it's a bad thing.
And that's only if you're playing multiple of these Suicide Squad.
Which they are low enough points you think it would, but I
But
just,
I don't think any of them are good enough to play multiple of them at once. You
Yeah.
pick one to fit on a team, that's about it.
Anyways, moving on. She has a speed power for the first and last click of her dial. This is very, very important. This is travel the land of Nightshades. Stealth, period. Free, place Nightshade in hindering terrain within 5 squares. Then power, choose a friendly character within 5 squares and place it in hindering terrain adjacent to Nightshade. So with this power alone, you can jump a figure. She'll go out 5 and then up to another 5 from her, so 6 up. Just as a placement. It's a power for her to do that, but that sets up, I don't know,
A lot.
a lot.
Pretty much everything.
Like in one team I'm playing against, one guy used her and King Shark to actually bring up King Shark, use Aquaman to put out water terrain as his smoke thing he does. Shark sidesteps into the water and then just takes off.
Oof.
For just, yeah.
Oof.
It was absolutely disgusting. Just
8
gave
squares of movement on that guy.
basically.
Or 8 squares of free, then 10 squares of free.
Right into your
attack.
front porch, yep.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
So
He's going to cover the entire map in one turn.
Pretty easy.
Have fun.
And then on her first 3 clicks, she has, this is the other thing, Shadows Arise, Smoke Cloud, Poison. When Nightshade uses Poison, opposing characters in hindering terrain within 5 squares are also dealt the damage.
Note that doesn't say her Smoke Cloud.
Nope.
It just says hindering terrain.
Nightshade, let's go live on Wakanda together.
I used that a lot. in the Harley Sealed we played, there's not a whole lot of reducers for most of the figures in this set. She just sat there and went, Poison, you're within 5 squares of me, take the poison.
Yeah.
Really fun. 50 points.
50
She's
points.
so dumb for
She's
50
got
points.
a lot of support utility. You know, has 10s and 9s, so she can make attacks if you need her to.
Just
but
drop the Smoke Cloud instead.
Smoke Cloud or even Barrier. Like, she has the Barrier option too. She can just lock them down if you're inside real good.
Or if they don't have flight.
Late Dial, she's got a Reflexes with an Exploit, so she wants to do some actual damage. She has the option to. And then ends off with more of the Smoke Cloud, Barrier, and Prob.
She's got Prob on her first 2 clicks too.
Yeah, 2 Probs on the first click.
So, it's she's fun.
She is a hindering master.
Her being able to throw figures around is really fun.
And there's no keyword or anything required.
Yeah.
It's just any figure friendly.
And you have to drop in hindering. I played her with Killer Bee. I dropped the Killer Bee and then mind controlled the entire team.
Yeah.
That was fun.
This chick will be nuts. Like her and Mistress Death can be a mystical team together.
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
That's something to think about. And Jakeem Thunder wouldn't mind having her for the Prob extra backup and
Plop. You can plop the Mistress Death forward, pick up a Mjolnir, and then next turn attack. You got that Prob to make sure you're not taking or doing little damage. Clear Nightshade. If their team's gonna try and turtle, you just be like, okay, I'll just march my way forward up to you. Let's go.
Dude, between Nightshade and Raven from Teen Titan, their Wonder Woman set, that's just move around Mr. Death like a boss. All right,
Yeah, Mistress Death's gonna be everywhere.
She's such a good figure. I'm glad she's doing well.
All right, I got number 58, Harley and Ivy. They have the Arkham Asylum, Gotham City Sirens, Gotham City Underworld, and Scientist keywords. Real name Harley Quinzel and Pamela Isley. They got no trait, surprisingly, but special move, Girls Night Out, Sidestep and Stealth. Oh, and they have improvement movement hindering.
Because Ivy's awesome.
And then their special attack is Toxic Twosome, Incapacitate, Poison, Smoke Cloud. Harley and Ivy have Protected Poison. They can use Incap as free, but only to target an opposing character occupying the Smoke Cloud marker. That's a lot that you can do with that one ability.
And the sidestep is great too.
Yeah. They have special damage. Set 'em up for me, Red. When Harley and Ivy attack a single opposing character, modify attack and damage +1 for each action token on the target. So they start out with the sidestep and the special attack. The sidestep, stealth, and special attack. They've got 2 lightning bolts with 6 range. Super senses, as it should be with a Harley Ivy, and perplex on their top click. They're already rocking an 11-3. You drop that smoke, or you poison, you drop the smoke cloud, and you incap. And you can when you use the incap as free, only target an opposing character. So you can only target 1 instead of 2, because it says target an opposing character. So you lose the ability to dual target, but you could target the 1. And they have that on their 3rd click, which their 3rd click is when they get their damage ability. So on click 3, you're looking at the ability to you incap the character, and then on your next turn, if they give that character an action token still, you're looking at a 12-5 with Harley Ivy. They've got combat reflexes, mid-dial, sidestep, precision strike. And then on their last 2 clicks, they get the special move and the special attack back with 11 and 12 on their last click. And 4 damage outwit with 18 defense super senses. Plus they have the Batman enemy team ability. Plus they have calculator, all for 125 points. This is the only figure that I think could make the common Harley good. Past that 12 attack.
Past that 12 attack, after she's almost dead to your poor common Harley.
Hey, she's got stealth at that point.
Slowly gotten up there.
I'm actually glad we have another Harley Ivy Duo. The last time we had one was, I don't know what set it was from.
No Man's Land?
Probably whether the martini glass one.
That was even older. That was like Raven of Old or something like that.
Something like that. It was before Oreo bases were a thing.
Yeah.
It's old.
Oh, goody. Goody.
Yeah, jelly over here.
Yeah. So number 59A, Harley Quinn, Arkham Asylum, Black Lantern Corps, Red Lantern Corps. That's right, I got the black and red Harley. I am so excited for this one. Major want. She has a trait, Death. Steal energy with close or range attacks.
Big surprise.
When an opposing character is KO'd after resolutions, heal her one click. So yes, she's got the fun Black Lantern ability just right there. So, oh, so nice. 7 range, 2 lightning bolts, 200 points. So she's going to be a big chunk of your force if you pull her in sealed. But
it's okay with it.
It's totally fine.
It's worth it. She's got a special move, attack, and damage ability. Special move. Giant arm wrestling match. Love Harley. Free. If Harley Quinn has no action tokens, choose an adjacent opposing character of 150 points or less. Both players roll a d6 and add their character's printed damage value to the result. If your final result is greater, you may place that opposing character anywhere on the map and deal it 1 penetrating damage. Otherwise, that opponent may place Harley Quinn into an adjacent square and deal her 1 penetrating damage. So, let's see.
It's either their piece is going literally anywhere, or she's going 1 away. And I think she has
adjacent to them or just to a square.
It's put her into an adjacent square. She has to be adjacent to an opposing character to activate it, and they put her in an adjacent square.
She can place them anywhere on the map.
Yeah.
She throws a lot harder.
And she's got pen size, so go ahead and put me a square away from you.
Mm-hmm.
And then, let's see, her special attack ability, Rage. Poison, period. When Harley Quinn uses it, she deals penetrating damage. There's your Red Lantern ability. She gets that towards the end of her dial. She gets her special flight ability, mid-dial. So that's going to make it interesting.
3 through 5 or something like that.
For the speed power.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then her special damage ability, I'm going to Ferdicate you.
What?
Feradicate.
Feradicate. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. 4:30 a.m.
Still doesn't sound like a word.
Probably isn't.
When Harley Quinn hits an opposing character, for the rest of the game, if that character can use Invincible or Impervious, that character can't use those powers, but can use Invulnerability instead. And she has that throughout the majority of her dial from about click 3 to click 7.
So that would be to any character she hits with that. Right?
She hits an opposing character for the rest of the game if that character can use Invincible.
Yeah,
just that's a period. Whenever she hits an opposing character that can use those.
And that's for almost all of her dials for the first 2 clicks. That's pretty good.
So she starts off...
It's a crowbar just built into her figure.
Basically.
That doesn't go away. That one sticks around. Crowbar goes away as soon as the attack's done.
Yep.
So, first 2 clicks, she's got all brown. She's got Hypersonic, Poison, Imperv, and Perplex. She go
12-4, click 1?
Yeah, 12-4, 10, 12, 18, 4.
George, do me a quick favor. Read her Impervious flavor text.
Red plus black makes brown.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I said that in our unboxing video and didn't realize that her card said that.
Really?
I did.
I don't remember you saying that. That's funny.
Look how brown her dial is.
Her entire dial is brown. I'm sorry.
Like red and black make brown. That's what I said. I was like, I didn't think about it.
And then she drops into her special flight with Pensai. So yeah, move me. And then, if you've got Invincible, guess what? You don't get it.
Yeah. The only downside to her is she's 200 points, so she's not going to see a lot of competitive play, even though that ability right there is worth it.
I know. Her power set is like, you would think that could be meta-worthy, but it's just too much.
Too many points.
And then her defense drops down to invuln, then movement drops into sidestep, and then last 2 clicks she gets regen. 7 and 8, so she has a chance of coming back to still do more damage.
And don't forget that steal energy with close or range, and whenever a character dies.
Yeah.
So don't forget about that. That gets overlooked a lot in these characters.
You could keep her back as a secondary, you know, offer clickbait.
Yeah.
Because, you know, why not? Yep.
That's George's favorite term for a bait in the game, where you leave out like a cheap figure up there. It's like, come get him.
But yeah, so she's got 7 range, 2 lightning bolts. So go ahead and hypersonic shoot somebody. You don't even have to base. She's gonna do work all game.
But I love the sculpt on her.
Oh
Yeah, the sculpt is amazing.
It fits Harley. It's black and
Just
red.
her having a giant amount of spears. I mean, I
Sticks.
still want to say it's dynamite because it looks like sticks of dynamite, and that makes more sense. Her just throwing dynamite at people would make way more sense.
So yeah, if you guys look at the significant appearances, this is from Harley's little black book. This is like a tiny little Harley offshoot that my wife got into. Never got to book 2, just 1. So I'm kind of upset I didn't buy more of those for her to read this. All right, moving on to the Prime 059 Harley Quinn with Arkham Asylum and the Green Lantern Corps.
All of us got a prime. Because George got the common, I got the uncommon and rare, and you got the super whale.
Look at that, guys.
Good job.
We're all sharing the Primes together.
Yay!
Real name, Harleen Quinzel. So this beauty in green is 125 points maxed out, or 100 points for a lower dial, which both are arguably pretty dang good, with the Green Lantern TA. So this girl for your Arkham Asylum teams can carry a lot of your Arkham Asylum characters. Just 8 of them. 8 of them. Just
all of them?
Who else flies on that team?
So I think it's funny that the Green Lantern team ability allows you to carry 8 characters. You can't have... Can you have... No, you can only... No, you can have exactly 8 characters adjacent to you. Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of the square. For some reason, my mind said it was only 6.
Around. It's like a perfect little thing. It's hard to set up, but you can do it.
It's funny.
So she has just a attack power, a damage power, and a defense power. First one is Giant Green Hammer. Duh. Quake and Giant Reach 3. So that's already good. She gets that on her last 4 clicks, so 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then on her defense power, which is the first 3. Gee, do I have to be good now?
Sounds about right.
Barrier and inertial deflection and invulnerability. If this gets outwit, that is kind of lame for her.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I really hate when they stuff 3 defensive powers into 1 power.
She's really hard to hit, though.
Well, it's because this other part. For her first 4 clicks, it's called Helping's Not My Strong Suit. Adjacent opposing characters modify their combat values by -1. In Sealed, her having invuln in this power is ridiculous because she basically generates every figure adjacent to her to a 2 damage. They have to go,
And a 9 attack.
oh, I have to roll a 9 and a critical hit to even do damage. And I didn't pack any outwit.
I didn't pull any out.
That too.
Only reason I beat a team with her on it is because I killed everything else and then hid.
Yeah.
I beat a team with her on it with just poison.
Because, yeah, penetrating
poison, yeah, that destroys her.
80-point Joker.
80-point
Yeah,
Joker.
that common Joker's dumb.
I like him lots. So aside from those, mostly vanilla dial. Pretty cool power set, though.
TK Pulse Wave.
Yeah, TK and Pulse Wave for those first 2 with Hypersonic, so they're not friendly to use together.
But they work together.
You have options together as far as like, oh, I Hypersonic punch you. We're adjacent now. You get +1 to your values.
And now I'm going to Pulse Wave you.
Yeah, if you hit me at all, Pulse Wave, whatever. And then
now you have 2 damage. And now
late
you
dial, she's a little more playable with the Charge and the Giant Reach 3 Quake. So that's really cool.
With that 11.
Yeah, 11, 10, 9, lowest attack values 9, and then 17's invuln, and then barrier. It's like most Green Lanterns have. And she never has below 3 damage. Ever.
Her entire dial is just 3.
Yep.
Period.
Super solid for Harley Quinn Prime. She's not like meta or anything, but as a fun piece for 125 points, I would play her every day of the week.
Very, very beautiful sculpt.
Super gorgeous. I love that giant mallet. It's very appropriate to the Miss Harley Quinn.
I still like the fact that I took down a team with that on there with just the common Joker. Just, alright, fine, lower my stats. I've got Mastermind. I'll just put my...
You would think he would have run away from you or something.
I think you couldn't, because I think I had him like base down or something, or couldn't quite, I don't know, I don't remember.
Sit there. That Joker has perplex top dial?
Yeah.
Or outwit top click?
He has outwit.
So just sit there and outwit the hypersonic.
It's like, oh,
stay right here.
You have to break away on nothing. Oh, or punch me and I have mastermind. So it's like, it goes like to something else.
Kept the Arkham scientist with them. So, alright, you hit me for 3. I'll just pawn it off. Oh yeah, next turn, penetrating poison. Click.
That's rude. Even the pulse, if you that with the pulse wave and say, no, I'm fine with having pulse wave. Go ahead, sorry.
Alright, next up we got number 60, the last super rare before we hit the chases.
Oh, almost chase time,
We've
guys.
got All-Star Squadron, Justice Society, and Detective. His name is Sand, by the way. I totally skipped that. His real name is Sandy Hawkins. Real unique first name.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Superhero named Sandy, real name Sand, or superhero named Sand, real name Sandy. No one's ever going to put that together. He's got the simpler time trait for the JSA. Once per turn for all characters with this trait. If a friendly character uses of course it's friendly, uses the JSA team ability to replace its defense value with Sand's, that character can use super senses. He has a special move. It's phase and teleport. When Sand uses it after actions resolve, or after resolutions, he can use Force Blast at no cost. Seismic Disruption is the name of the power. He's 35 points, 4 clicks deep, as per usual for the JSA. And he's got the JSA team ability, obviously. He's got that special phasing Force Blast for the 2 clicks, 10-9 for his attack, but he does have Range Combat Expert with 2 damage, so you can up his stats a bit. He's got Indom, which is impressive for 35 points. Last 2 clicks, you get Sidestep, Smoke Cloud, Combat Reflexes, and Probability Control. So if he takes a small hit, he'll survive and become more supporty.
That last click, though, dang.
Yeah, 10-18 defense with Combat Reflexes, so you just keep yourself adjacent.
Yeah.
Do some work. He's pretty basic.
For 35 points. Comparable to the Green Lantern from Joker's Wild, I still like the Green Lantern more.
Well, duh, barrier for free.
And it gives you no stealth and -1 to defense.
Yes.
They probably don't want to, but I mean, hey, free Force Blast, like, oh, I see you're on a rooftop. Boink. Nope.
Take 2 damage.
Yeah.
And now we get more text walls.
All right, Mr. George. First chase.
Well, before we move on to the chases, the Sand, I've played a couple times, and I didn't, and he's not horrible, just I didn't find him that great. But
he's one of those pieces where you got to play him with other JSA figures, otherwise he's just kind of bleh.
Yeah, but when you pull him sealed and you don't get any other JSAs,
then you're just kind of screwed.
Going,
Did you pull a chase and a super rare in your sealed pulls then?
I think so.
Wow.
But anyway, moving on to our chase, I get the first one, number 61, Superman, God of Strength. I don't know. It looks okay for being, God of Strength. Apocalypse, Justice League, Kryptonian and Deity, real name Kal-El. He's 200 points, 4 range, 1 lightning bolt, Superman ability, Quintessence, so that's going to do some damage. His trait, God of Strength. Opposing characters within 6 squares and lower points can't pick up objects. That's going to slow some people down.
It seems like one of the hardest ones of these to use.
What is it?
Opposing figures within 6 squares can't pick up objects.
Points. His is the most situational.
Yeah.
He's got a special attack and a special damage ability. His attack is show you true strength. Super strength, period. Superman, God of Strength, may hold 2 objects and may pick up and or put down an object twice total during a move. When he is given a close object action while holding 2 objects, you may modify attack +1 and damage +1. If you do, KO the second object in addition to the first. So, alright, he gets that ability first 4 of his clicks with 12 attack charge, or 12 charge, 12 attack, 18 invincible, 5 damage.
Yeah, he hits really hard.
So he's going to come in and Roadhouse. Plain and simple.
So what's his stats after both those rocks?
Oh, let's see.
Because I'm sure everyone wants to know.
13-6 13 attack, 6 damage.
If it's a heavy and a light, if you say. So put a heavy on that.
If you use a heavy and a light, he's swinging
Well, it's
for
still
8
gonna be-
damage.
Yeah.
8 damage with 13 attack.
Yeah.
13, 8.
Good luck missing. Good luck surviving.
And since he flies with the Superman MB, or Superman team ability, he can just like fly over everything basically. And see you in stealth, but only with a 4 range. I'm not too happy about the range.
That's not the shortest range I've ever seen on a Superman.
It's because he's he's made of platinum or something.
And then
steel? Maybe he's just like a literal steel man now.
And then his
Instead of a
special
Man of Steel.
damage ability that he gets through most of his stuff, except for like the last 2 clicks. Contest of Strength. Each time Superman, God of Strength, is targeted with a close attack, you may re-roll 1 die result in the attack roll.
Essentially,
Each time.
don't attack him close combat. Just shoot at him.
Each time.
Just shoot at him.
So he gets Charge, Flurry, Phase Teleport, and then he gets a special attack ability first 4 clicks. Last 4 he gets Super Strength. Then he gets, drops down to 10s, starts with 12s, ends with 10s for both attack and speed. Defense, he gets Invincible first 3, Invuln mid-dial, then last 2 Impervious with 16s.
Those last 2 clicks are ridiculous.
I beat this guy down to his last click using commons.
I know.
And an uncommon Robin, and then he phasing teleported away so I couldn't get the kill.
And then his last 2 clicks, he gets Close Combat Expert with 3 and 4. So, why not? And you can't outwit him because he's got Quintessence, so good luck with that. But, the downside I see with him is probably the objects within 6 squares and his range. I mean, I know he's supposed to be in there, beefy and in your face like a tent-pole beat stick, but I don't know. I think they could have given maybe 6 range.
You gotta think, though. You've got crowbars out there. You don't need outwit when you got a crowbar. I mean, you throw the crowbar and anybody with Pensai, they're getting rid of that invincible. They're giving him invuln and penetrating psychic blasting right through it.
It's one of the new favorite things. You put a crowbar on a running shot Pensire. It's really stinking good.
And it kind of melts him because let's say you're running on a Pensai for 4, hit him for 4 damage, he drops to a 17 defense with imperv. And guess what? You hit him again with another. It's just invuln.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just hit him again with another Pensai, and he's dead.
Man, here's a fun thing. His sculpt, he's holding like a piece of kryptonite.
That
Because
doesn't
it
even
doesn't affect him anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool sculpt, cool figure, definitely killable.
Yep. All right, moving on to number 62.
Eric's
Batman,
favorite.
God of Knowledge. Batman Family, Justice League, New Gods, Deity, and Detective. Keeps that detective keyword. Hooray, Batman. Has a trait called God of Knowledge. Opposing characters within 6 squares can't use Perplex. And lower points, I should say. He does have improved...
You're never going to play someone more points than him that has Perplex top dial.
He does have improved through hindering and character bases. This is huge because he has have Batman ally, so he's got stealth, 9 printed range, flight, and quintessence. 225 points. This guy is a beast of a one-man army. He has a lot of potential. Reason why his first 3 clicks and last 2 clicks have a power called Mobius Chair. Phasing Teleport. Batman God of Knowledge can use it as free if he has no action tokens. Batman God of Knowledge may carry friendly characters with the flight symbol. Hey, WizKid. 250. Let's be friends. I will grab that 10 range, 12 attack, 5 damage from you. Thank you very much.
Play a full teleporter.
Maybe the full teleporter. Just play a Carnage and 3 ID card.
Batman.
You'll kill whoever you have on their team.
Yeah, that's true.
Batman, God of No.
Anyways.
Just take off the ledge part. Just gotta know.
Just gotta know.
Because he's dumb. What were they thinking?
Damage power for the first 4 clicks of his dial. All knowledge is at my fingertips. Outwit. When Batman God of Knowledge uses it, instead, you may choose 2 powers instead of 1, or choose a team ability. So you still got 1 outwit and 1 team ability, right?
No, it's one or the other. It's you can either outwit twice or you can outwit 1 team ability.
Okay, that's right.
One or the other.
Right. And no, guys, you cannot outwit any other quintessence or power cosmic because they have protected outwit. So that cannot be an option. But ones that are useful to get rid of, I can think
Mystics.
of. Mystics is a good one. You can get rid of JSA or Defenders. That's always annoying. Yeah, Colin's like, please. And you can get rid of Batman Ally, so you can get rid of Stealth, because he can see through hindering to do that. So,
or if they don't have a team ability you care to get rid of,
outwit 2 powers.
Outwit your attack and your your attack and defense, and then I'm just gonna shoot you for 4 damage, or I'm gonna
call in a figure.
I'm gonna call in a KC Green Lantern to shoot you for 6 damage.
Or a KC Superman for 12
to
attacks,
punch you
6
for 6 damage.
Or even shoot you. He's got 8 range.
Or chase Superman from Elseworlds that's got 13 attacks, 6 damage.
8. Oh. So.
Did you hear me? Chase Superman from Elseworlds. 13 attack, 6 damage.
Yep.
Super strength. Pick up that heavy object. You're hitting for 8 after you outwitted their defense. Nothing survives that. Not even Batman survives that.
No. And that's the thing, too. Like, what's the most favorite combo to pick? Either Shape Change Super Senses or Shape Change Invincible. He can outwit both. And just, hey, you have a naked dog compared to what I got.
Yeah, you did that to me on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I was not happy.
The fact that he can phase 10 squares for free. And then
call
because
in
it's
the
just,
figure. I'm
going to phase 10 squares. I've already got 9 range to outwit you wherever you're hiding, and then I'm going to call in something to blow you up. I'm going to outwit, you're playing a Jakeem, I outwit your pickup powers, and I shoot you with a green arrow for 6 damage. Or I run in with a Superman for 8 damage, or whatever you do. It's dumb.
Or calling a freaking one-armed green arrow.
Yeah, that's what we meant. Elseworlds Green Arrow. And one thing I can tell you guys right now, I played a Lex Luthor from Batman v Superman that's got Prob and Perplex for 8 range. That was amazing. Just Perplex what they've done, called in for 1 more, and then have a Prob on backup.
Prob on it.
Yep. It was quite ridiculous. I'm
so
not
glad to
even
listen
lie.
to this as a cast and not seeing my salty face from Wednesday.
Sorry, George.
I know.
I hated the idea to be the first person to go up against that.
And then Eric got mad at me because I was helping his opponent try to beat him.
He's unique for a very good reason, even though I can't see you playing ever more than 1 on a 300-point team. But hey, in big games, having 2 of these ever would just be
They could carry each other.
Yeah.
450 points of just no.
Well, that's the thing, is he can carry all the other gods. He can carry Superman around, that chase Superman.
If he wasn't unique, you could carry... Okay, no, you wouldn't be able to do it that way. You wouldn't be able to carry power... Oh, no, you could. You could carry one, power... Or, yeah, have one carry, the one that did the carrying, power actions to call someone in to do a ton of damage, and then because phasing's a free action, you carry back.
And poof away your Colin.
And it's like, okay, I just hit you...
For
18 squares away, and you can't retaliate in any way, shape, or form.
Granted, that's a 450-point unplayable thing, but hey, if it could, that would
be dumb.
Ridiculous.
It's already dumb. It would be dumb if you could play 2 of them.
Now, in a 300-point game, guys, if he goes down, you're probably done. There's nothing you can do. It's most of your build. But if you were able to score over 225 points and not have lost anything else with ID cards, you'd probably be okay. But it depends on time. That's Batman. He's good. Try him out. Get one. He'll ruin someone's day. Colin, here's your...
Here's my depression.
Elusive depression.
Your holy grail.
Number 63. The Flash, God of Death. Apocalypse, Justice League, Deity, Speedster.
The figure Colin can't
Real
pull,
name Barry
also
Allen.
Keyword.
And he ignores hindering terrain for movement.
Woo!
I've bought
a lot.
like 2.5 cases of Harley at this point and haven't pulled it yet. There's been 1 Flash in all of Utah that I've seen, and someone else got it, and he wouldn't trade it to me. Alright, so, God of Death. Opposing characters within 6 squares and lower points can't be healed. He's only 125 points, so that one's a little bit more
finessey as well.
finessey.
Silent Wolverine, no healing for you.
Yeah. His other trait is Soul Harvest. Steal energy when an opposing character is KO'd. After resolutions, heal the Flash God of Death 1 click. If he KO'd the opposing character and the character was 75 points or more, also remove an action token from him. So he has the ability to just poop off action tokens and keep going. And then traded Steal energy to keep his life bar up.
Yep.
And then he has a special attack ability on his last 3 clicks. No escape from death. Precision Strike, free if he has 0 or 1 action tokens, make a close attack. And the thing with that is he's got phasing with 10 attack, prob, and impervious with the JLA team ability and Quintessence team ability. So the last 3 clicks, he's just going, I'm going to phase up and I'm going to hit you and heal. And if I miss, I'm going to prob it because I can.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, I killed your character because we're into the game far enough? Alright, I'm going to heal 2 then. But he's got 14 speed hypersonic, 11 attack precision strike, 19 defense super senses, and 4 damage on his top click. So he's going to hit really, really hard. I really want to play him and Nightshade together. Because Nightshade can pop him forward 6 squares and then he just runs. You've got your hitbox is the entire board at that point.
Yep. And this is also an ID card call-in, guys. This is actually a sizable one to do. Superman and Batman are a bit too high for ID card call-ins, but Batman can call in both of these guys, Superman and Flash. So, options.
But he loses super senses and gets ESD instead on his middle clicks, which, I mean, do you want to shoot a 19 super senses or 20 ESD?
Yeah.
Take your pick. Can't outwit him because of Quintessence, which is beautiful. I mean, yeah, if he gets hit really hard early, he's going down. But you got to hit him real. You have to catch him before you can do that.
Yeah, that 14 speed gonna keep him away from you.
Elusive. The product of the origin point of Colin's depression, right there.
Just keeps running from him.
All right. To one of the other chases I pulled that Superman one. But Green Lantern, God of Light, number 64. Green Lantern Corps, Justice League, New Gods, Cosmic Deity. Real name, Hal Jordan. He's got 8 range, 2 bolts, Quintessence Green Lantern team ability, so he can carry his entire team just because he can. He's got a special move of power, defense, and damage. I am everywhere. Power. Place Green Lantern, God of Light, in a square that's within half his speed value, then make an attack. His speed value is 12. So you can move him 6 and he can make an attack. He doesn't get any of his special abilities, just an attack. So 11 for basically naked. Still 11 attack, 4 damage.
4 damage.
But I mean, if you got someone that's within range, you can always perplex it up, couldn't you? Oh yeah. So 12 or 5 or, you know, however you want to do it. Have fun. Paint a happy tree while you're at it.
Oh, he's 175 points. Okay.
And his special defense ability, Mothering, can you restore OA? I think it's an OA.
Yep. OA.
Sorry.
No worries.
I don't read a lot of comics, so I apologize. Barrier, Impervious. Friendly characters adjacent to Green Lantern, God of Light, or one of his barrier markers, modify defense +1. So that's going to be kind of nice.
Yeah.
But gross at the same time. And he gets set his first 3 clicks. His special move power, he gets his first 2 and last 2. Special damage ability, he gets his first 3 clicks, I am light. Enhancement, range combat expert. Period. Opposing characters hit by his attacks modify defense -1 this turn. Wow.
Yeah.
That's gonna, you know, do a lot of damage. But he gets his special ability, flight ability, first and last 2 clicks. Mid-dial he gets phase and teleport. I'm noticing a trend here. Just go away, phase.
He just goes where he wants.
And then first 2 clicks for attack, he gets pulse wave with 11s. Mid-dial he gets energy explosion, also with 11s. Last 2 he gets Pensai with 11 and 10.
All those 11s, jeez.
Yeah. And then his special defense, he gets first 3, drops down to Invuln, and then last 2 drops down to toughness with 17s, 18s, basically his entire dial. Just alternating or however. Then special damage ability, first 3 drops down to prob for 3, mid dial, and then his last 2 enhancement with 3. So he's going to make people close with him, you know, great. 175 points. You know, I'm excited to use him. He looks more versatile.
More Collins.
He's a big one though. 175 is another high one. I do like that he can just kind of phase the 6 squares, but that's too far. So you can go up to 5 with a Colin, and then shoot 11-4. With if you add perplexes onto him, that can be really gross.
Still with 8 range.
Yeah, and he busts your stealth if he's in the 6.
I mean, you don't really need to do the phasing. You just range combat expert him up.
At the 8 range, yeah, you're probably right. So, because you're rocking a 12-5 or 11-6. Jeez. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one here. Shazam, God of Gods.
Here's one of the ones I put.
Justice League, deity, mystical, ruler. You know, poor Shazam, he's kind of the short end of the stick. No one's been able to figure it all. I think he's pretty cool, but I mean, probably could have been better.
He's okay.
So, 2 traits. First one, God of Gods. Opposing characters within 6 squares and lower points can't use prob control. 200 points. That cuts off a lot of high value
cuts off
prob.
almost all probs.
Yeah. Other trait. Everything you knew, gone. Shazam, God of Gods, has protected Mystic's team ability. This is kind of weird because he already has invincible top dial, which can't be outwit.
He can't be outwitted, and he doesn't take the damage from Mystics.
Right. So, yeah, it seems kind of weird, but that means period, no matter what, even late dial with his invulnerability in the middle there, and then defend, he'll never take Mystics damage. So, if you have a really strong Mystics character you're fighting against, he can be that thumper, but still, 200 points is a lot to ask. First 2 clicks, and then 5 and 6, he gets an attack power called Shazam, Pulse Wave. When Shazam, God of Gods, uses it, it has knockback.
Oh.
So, on those clicks, you're doing 4 knockback and 3 knockback if you single target. If you do multi targets, only 1, but that can disperse a ton of people away from each other. So, that mastermind's been bugging you.
But he's
Get
only
away.
got 6 range. So when he pulse waves, he's rocking a 3.
3, yep.
Make
He
it
gets
count.
could be real close, and he makes it count.
That's probably one of the biggest downsides to him. That he's only got 10 speed.
Yeah, 10 speed running shot.
I mean, everything else on his dial is pretty worthwhile.
He has good
it's really
values
just
and-
that it's those 2 things that kind of kill him.
I always feel that WizKids is scared to put Pulse Wave on things that can do a lot of damage with it. I don't blame him because Pulse Wave is the end-all, be-all power in some instances. That just, oh, you have no powers now, squish. But I've seen a lot of protected Pulse Wave too. And then he has that Mystics himself, so if they do punch him through all that invincible he's got, they're going to take some punishment for doing so. Late Dog gets to defend probs, who's helping out your team. He's carrying him around through walls, keeping you safe. He kind of can be 200 points of point denial if you are done doing enough damage to get points, but I don't know, guys. You guys think he's alright, or? He's alright.
He's pretty middle ground as far as the chases go.
Which is a bummer, because I like Shazam a lot, and it's just, I like KC Shazam better for 30 points less, to be honest.
I love anything with Mystics. I just wish it would still do...
I wish it was just a little bit better.
Yeah.
That's me. Alright, next up we got number 66. Lex Luthor, God of Apocalypse.
Hey, I love that choice, too.
Apocalypse, Justice League, deity, ruler, and scientist. Real name, Lex Luthor, surprisingly. He targets through hindering and character bases. He's got trait, God of Apocalypse. Opposing characters within 6 squares and lower points can't reduce damage by more than 1. So that's taking away all of your reducers, giving you a whole whopping toughness on everything.
Everything. I mean, you still gotta use the probabilities of impervious and invulnerable and those things, but you still only reduce
you
one.
don't get invuln.
Well, not invulnerable, but invincible.
I mean, invincible,
Sorry.
yeah, you'll still take a max of
3. So.
He's got a special flight ability, the Omega Judgment, running shot. When Lex Luthor, God of Apocalypse, hits with a range attack after resolutions, he may use telekinesis at no cost to target a hit character. He's got 8 range to TK that character wherever he wants.
Get over here.
And then he's got a special defense ability, Apocalypse is ready for me. Invincible and Mastermind.
Because
He's a whole whopping 250 points. I don't know why they made him more expensive than Batman, because Batman should be 250 and he should be 225 because the Batman's way stupider than he is.
Well, notice that all of these characters we're going through are all ID cards, and I'm pretty sure they were trying to avoid busted ID cards on these things.
Okay, so you just play Lex Luthor
and call in the rest of them. But that's all of your... It's one-man army Lex with an army of Justice League every turn if you can get...
Well, let's see. What does that put you up to? 285? That gives you 15 points of regen. Or 15 points of support.
With a teleporter, yeah. Options.
Anyway, so he's got 10, 12, 18, 5 with Pensai Outwit on his top click. Goes to an 11, keeps Pensai, drops down to Super Strength, Close Combat Expert, Sidestep.
4 damage.
Loses the Mastermind and goes to Invulnerability. And then on his last 2 clicks, he goes back to Outwit, Pensai, and his special running shot with Toughness. 9 clicks deep, pretty standard for these chases to be between 7 and 9 clicks deep.
More busting of stealth. So.
Yeah, more stealth busting. Again, making it so that damage is going to go through, like hardcore. More damage than usual is going to go through.
Yeah.
He's strong, but I still stand by the statement of he should be 225, Batman should be 250.
Right.
Fun fact about that one, how I pulled him, was that the WKO we had, sealed WKO, just look at my draw. I don't play a lot of tent poles, and at 250, I felt like I would have, if I was, ganged up on.
You were uncomfortable with it.
Yes.
Uncomfortable
with it. And I would have been Roadhouse, so with a more rounded team. I did okay, but yeah,
Go ahead, sorry.
The fact that I pulled the chase for a sealed WKO made me super happy, and made other people kind of irritated, but...
I think it irritated people more that you didn't play him.
Exactly. Another reason why I did it too.
They wanted to see how powerful he could have been. Because I'll tell you what, you probably would have given Kyle a run for his money. Easily.
Maybe.
I think he has the more range. He has 8 range, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could outrange him if he's not TKing up into your face.
Yeah.
But the problem would be the swarm teams against him.
Right. And there were a couple of those. But if you pick off one figure at a time and then run, they have to come to you. You got the board control.
Yeah.
So...
All right. Well, anyway, moving on. Number 67, Wonder Woman. Amazon, Justice League, Deity. Real name, Diana Prince. She's 125 points, 0 range, 1 bolt. She's got 2 traits and a special attack ability. First trait, always been a goddess of truth. Opposing characters within 6 squares and lower points can't use Outwit. So that's...
super good.
That's one way to tell Joker no.
Yeah.
Second trait, never give up. When a friendly character of 50 points more is KO'd, give her a determination token. When Wonder Woman would be KO'd, if she has 1 or more determination tokens, instead turn her to click number 8, then remove all determination tokens and heal her that many clicks. Wow, that was a mouthful for a trait. And then her special attack ability she gets for 3 clicks, her first 3, caught between Dark God and Anti-God. Modified damage +2 when attacking only characters with the deity keyword. Period. Opposing characters with the deity keyword, modified damage -2 when attacking Wonder Woman. That's not bad.
So she's good. The silver bullet against other gods in the set.
Now, mind you, her first 3 clicks, she starts off first 2, 4, and 3. So give her a +2. So 6 and 5 for first 3 clicks for that damage ability. And then movement ability, first 3 clicks, she gets charge, mid dial, sidestep, last 2, nothing. First 3 attack, she gets the special one, then drops to precision, then Blade's Claws, goes from lowest one was a 9, so it's not too bad. Then defense, she gets impervious for first 3, drops down to toughness, and then the last 2 super senses with 17s and 18s. 18s the last 2. And then fun one, she gets exploit weakness first 3, combat expert mid dial, and then battle for the last 2.
Battle Fury.
Yeah. Wow.
Her never give up trait could be really dumb in a lot of situations, just because of the fact that she's only 125 points. She has the ability to kind of not wait it out, but
Get
be
some
a tank
back.
and get some health back, so that when they finally do hit her down, she's gonna come back.
I like the like the Flash at 125 points. She's also a good call-in for the Diana Prince AD card. Having a 5-speed charge, 12 attack exploit.
Possible 6 damage if you're attacking a deity.
Target. Yeah.
If you attack a deity with that,
and
goodbye.
Since we just had these chases come out, and we had the Thor set that had some deities as well, she can do some damage.
By Loki.
As a call-in, for sure. She's pretty simple, pretty big. I think she'd be a great candidate for the Invisible Jet, too. Honestly.
Like to pilot it?
Yeah, that 12-4 to give the jet that with charge. Yeah. It's not hypersonic, but hey, it's fine. This jet has hypersonic by itself. So, couldn't use the exploit. Sad days. But guys, that does not complete our chases. We have one more.
Derp.
This is for me, I guess. I have number 68. Grail. Amazon, Apocalypse, Assassin, and Deity. She has a trait. Corrupt your will. Whenever an opposing character within 6 squares uses willpower, after resolutions, you may heal Grail 1 click. So, you want to kind of get her into the fight, make them push, and keep on healing if she takes any damage, which her dial kind of says, hit me?
Her dial definitely says hit me.
So her attack power she gets on her last 3 clicks, this is why we want to say hit me. She gets Quintessence, range value of 6. At the beginning of your turn, you may deal 1 penetrating damage to all opposing characters within 6 squares. Holy crap.
We should call her the Holy Grail, because, yeah.
It's always scary to play a figure on like a late dial clicks because you just don't want to get blown past it or double tapped. It's always scary.
We do reverse nights at our venue.
Oh, we do.
Oh, ick.
That's gross.
Ick.
Her damage power on her last 2 clicks is called Empower You to Destroy the Anti-Monitor. Perplex. When Grail uses it and targets another character, you may instead modify all of the target's combat values by +2. So she gives a friendly a super perplex that even Unimind can't possibly do.
I'll admit, she'd make the common Harley better too. Or, sorry, not better. Worth playing.
Playable.
Give that Harley an 11-4.
11-4.
I'll take that one.
Yeah. Aside from that, guys, her dial's pretty standard until that point. It's just basically flight, indom, which is great. 9 speed charge, 11 attack, 10, 18s with invulnerability, and then exploit. So she is doing damage up front pretty well. Drops into invincible, which is nice to help kind of catch her to make sure she doesn't get blown past these. But she doesn't have quintessence yet, so this could be outwitted.
So she can be outwitted.
But she still has Harley Close Combat Expert. Drops into a 9 sidestep, 12 attack, 18 impervious with 4 damage perplex. And then lands into her mind control with a 12 attack, 18, 19, 4, and 4, and 5. So.
Just the 19s, just ick.
Yeah. The whole goal when you play her for 175, I wish she was like 125 for this kind of play. But if you land here and can just dominate the rest of the game.
Maybe 150.
Yeah. Now, what's nice though is that her corrupt your will, the healing is optional. You may. So if you're on these last 2 clicks, you don't have to heal up if you don't want to. So that's good.
And it's traded so you can heal up
continuously.
Yeah, so if you're in your last few, kind of bounce between those two so you don't die right away. But overall...
But notice that does say when they use willpower. If they just push, that doesn't work.
Because they don't actually have willpower.
Yeah, they have to have willpower or Indom because Indom gives willpower.
Yep.
If they don't have either and they just choose to push and take a damage,
then
it's not... She doesn't get to heal.
Correct.
Unfortunately.
Yep. So guys, that's Grail. If there's any questions, concerns, thoughts about her?
She looks fun.
I'm guessing we're doing this one too.
Yeah, might as well.
Alright, so last one, we've got number 100. The OP kit figure is the Harley Quinn. She's got Gotham City Underworld and United Underworld, which I haven't seen that keyword on it. I think there was one other figure.
It's the old one. It's the old 66. Batman 66. All the villains have it.
Was there another figure in this set that had it?
Yes,
though? I think
the
there was
Harley Quinn. Dr. Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Yep.
So she has 2 traits. Summon the getaway balloon. Free. Once per game, generate a hot air balloon trap. What's inside the box? Power. Give an adjacent opposing character a death trap token. When a character with a death trap token is given a costed action, after resolutions, remove the death trap token and roll a d6. On a 1 through 3, boxing glove. Deal that character 1 penetrating damage. Or 4 through 6, ejector seat. Choose a direction and knock back that character a number of squares equal to the d6 result. So if they roll 4 through 6, you get to choose what direction they go. So you can choose if they go into a wall, you can choose if they go off a cliff, whatever you want.
Throw them towards another one of your friendlies.
What I want to know is how she fit an ejector seat in a box.
It's Harley. She will find a way.
It's probably just like an airbag deploy that just shoots you backwards. So the hot air balloon bystander has passenger 1, flight, sidestep 4, 0 attack, 0 damage, and 18 defense. With combat reflexes and willpower. It's literally made to move her away from adjacency. Or basically, to move someone away from adjacency. Or somebody,
yeah. She's
40 points. She's got Charge, Quake, ESD, and 2 damage. So use the Quake because it's not going to affect you to not use it.
Yep.
She drops down to 1 damage, 16 defense, Mastermind, 9 attack, 10 attack. She loses Charge. She only has it on clicks 1 and 4 for some reason. Are the clicks they gave it to her on? Like, she's okay. She's got the Underworld team ability, so she could carry up characters like Big Tony. Or there's a Harley that has it. Was it the rare Harley?
The common.
No, there's a different Harley that has it.
Oh, she has Batman and me. That's right.
Was it a Harley? There's a figure that
there's
that
a few with the Underworld team ability.
And that's it. Anything else you guys have to say about any of the figures?
So, guys, what's your favorite super rare and or chase from the set? You guys can pick 1 super rare and 1 chase.
Well, we all know which one Colin's chase.
Guess.
Flash for Colin, guys. Any super rares you like particularly?
The other chase that I would nominate would be Wonder Woman because I like how playable she is, and honestly speaking, like she's probably overall better in a lot of scenarios than the Flash is. The only downside she has that the Flash has over her is quintessence. She doesn't have it.
She doesn't have it, yeah.
As for super rares, I think I'm going to have to either say Bombshell Wonder Woman or Nightshade. Because Nightshade's just so versatile and utilitarian. And I think that Wonder Woman has potential beyond her means. I think that she has
more than just a bombshell.
She has the ability to be good on most teams if you play it right.
George?
Chases, it's hard to say right now because I haven't had a chance to play any of mine. I mean, I know we've gone through it, but they all seem pretty good. I mean, I know one I dislike the most, and that's that Batman of No.
Because he's dumb.
Yeah. But if I had to probably pick a chase, I'd probably say that Green Lantern right now. The fact that he can carry your entire team, you're like, what, 175, 125?
Yeah, 175.
You know, decent mobility, you know, quintessence, can do some fun stuff. As far as super rares, I'm going to have to go with my bad girl Harley, the black and red one. Just that penetrating poison really and the
all of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
It's just all of it.
You know, I mean, I love the duo, but I had to go with I had to go with my bad girl. I like my girls, but
I don't blame you one bit.
Eric.
So my obviously favorite chase is Batman, just because he's Batman, and
also because he's insanely
overpower ability he has. Like, we all think double perplex from Unimind is amazing. Double outwit can be just as effective. If they have nothing to defend that figure, you're doing just naked damage to that figure. That can be more devastating than pumping up a figure to maybe hit you.
Batman's mobility is just so
unparalleled. It's like, I put up barriers to keep you away. I phase through them and just pop out a character at you.
For free.
3-10
movement phase, or carry someone for 9.
9.
and then pop out someone.
It's really good. Super rares, that's a hard choice.
There's just so many good ones.
I love the title characters. I love King Shark. He's amazing. If I had to pick one, I had to have Live or Die. It'd probably have to be, Green Lantern Harley, just because it's Harley Quinn, Green Lantern. I don't have her, so I really want her. I've wanted her since I saw her, so I'll hopefully get one someday. Fingers crossed. But
weakest link, super rare, I'd probably say Giganta.
Nah, dude, she's great. She's so good.
It's her or Lashina.
Nope.
No, maybe Sand.
No, Sand. I think Sand's probably the weakest link. People like the whole Force Blast thing. It's not my game, not my favorite thing.
I mean, Giganta has potential, but
yeah, it's the Secret Six. Yeah. Even Supergirl, good.
Yeah, Supergirl again.
I think title Joker's probably the flop of the two titles too. Yeah, honestly.
Title Joker's definitely the flop between the title characters. But the Harley's way better. She got a lot of hate.
Yeah,
but she's actually really good.
Well, guys, we're curious to hear your favorites in the comments, so please tell us your favorite chase and/or super rare. Love to hear. Love to read your comments, guys. It means a lot to us. Also, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Patreon. All the support helps the channel grow, get more content out, get products for the channel. It's amazing help from you guys. Never a requirement, but hey, we have it there in case you want to.
Remember, also in your comments, as you're telling us who your favorites are, remember, we would like to know your guys' opinion on what you would like us to do with the Star Trek set.
If anything, if you guys
don't care at all, we won't even touch it. We'll use it. It'll eventually get seen in like venue boxes or something. But if you guys aren't interested in that content, we won't put it out. Because why make content if you guys don't want to watch it?
Right.
So Star Trek. Just do it.
Like, let us know what you want. If you want a full review, I think we can probably make it work. It might take some time before it gets out there, but we can probably do it. But like I said, we were tossing around the idea of doing like who we think will be good in the meta game, who we think will just be overall fun, like that kind of stuff. Put out a couple videos on it.
So you diehards who watch this entire probably hour-and-a-half video of us going over figures, we want to hear from you because you guys deserve it.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Like Eric said, like, comment, subscribe. Check Patreon. We love you guys. We love that you guys have been supporting us through all this. We love that you guys have been dealing with us kind of being lull on all the content recently. Holidays are making it rough. I just got out of school for the semester, so we're going to try and bust out as much as we can before I have to go back in January. Yep. But yeah, so let us know what you guys think in the comments, and remember,
strike first.
Strike hard.
All right, see you guys.
Bye, guys.